What's up guys, FallenRedZeo here. So it has been Force Friday, and as you can see, we picked up quite a bit of Star Wars stuff. Obviously not everything, but we're going to be doing a couple videos over this week. It's going to be what I call Star Wars week, just because of all the Star Wars stuff we have. So as you can see right up front here, we can start off first. I got some new Lego sets, so I bought the new Millennium Falcon set that comes with like old Lando and stuff. Main reason why I got it. So we got the new Millennium Falcon, and once you bought that, once you spend over so much money, you got an additional little set that we got here. So the little indoor miniature set, so it's got just little studs and stuff for people. We got that, and then I also got the new Death Star cannon set with Obi-Wan there turning off the Death Star and everything. And then we can see, if you move to the back here, we got some pops. I got all the pops that I wanted. I didn't get every single character, but I just got the characters I cared most about. And then in the back there, which we're doing today, is the Black Series set, and as you can see, we got the Palpatine there delivered just in time for Force Friday as well, so we'll look at those. And then we also got, because we bought all our Black Series figures at the Disney store, because that was the only place that had all of them, and they were like a little bit cheaper there. They were $19.95, so saved a little bit there for that. But we also got a 3-pack of posters that I want to show. So here we go. Here are 3 posters. So of course we got Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and Jedi Fallen Order the game. So our triple Force Friday here with all 3 of these things coming out with toys and everything is what it was. But it's pretty cool to get these pictures. They have, you know, a little thing down here at the bottom that says Disney Store, you know, there. So it's kind of like authenticated or whatever, but they're very nice prints. They're really nice, like plasticky and stuff, so very cool to get those as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and focus on our Black Series figures. So here's the Black Series. So again, we were able to get almost all of them. The only one we didn't get that we wanted was the Mandalorian. We couldn't find a single Mandalorian anywhere. We didn't get that, and we tried to go out yesterday and search some more and could not find a single one anywhere. So we just got what we got. And so pretty much all these are my brothers. So I got the Pops and the Lego set, and then I got 2 figures out of this set. But so the rest of these are my brothers, so I just didn't buy all this stuff myself. But first up, we have the Supreme Leader Kylo here. So Kylo finally became the Supreme Leader, got his helmet back and everything, so pretty cool there. And then we got Rey with Dio, the new little robot. Then we've got the Sith Trooper, which of course we've already done one Sith Trooper. We got the San Diego Comic-Con version from Hasbro and stuff. We got that, so we got another one to go with it here. And we also were able to get the graphite version, is what it says here. So it's just a metallic version of the Sith Trooper, so we were able to get this off Amazon, and it already arrived. It arrived in, you know, like a day or something, so pretty crazy it got here that fast, but that's pretty cool. And then we got Calcastus from the new game of Jedi Fallen Order, and that's the only figure I got out of the new figures and stuff, because like I said, I want that and Mandalorian. Didn't have Mandalorian, so I just got him. So him with his new little robot down there at the bottom. And then we have the second sister Inquisitor, which looks pretty cool. It's cool they got that, and an Offworld Jawa from Mandalorian. And ending off the new stuff, we have the First Order Stormtrooper with like the Riot Trooper. That's cool that they've remade that and stuff individually, and we got that. And then of course we got the First Order Elite Snowtrooper with the new version, updated version stuff from the Target mystery box. So we were able to find one of those and pick it up and get the Snowtrooper out of that too, with the new cape and everything. Looks pretty cool for that. And finally we have the Emperor Palpatine. So the new updated Black Series figure of Emperor Palpatine comes with his chair and everything, as you can see him sitting in there. So it looks pretty cool, and I was able to get this obviously from Amazon. I ordered it months ago and it finally just arrived. So this is pretty cool, and again, it just arrived just in time for Force Friday, so pretty cool to have that included in there with this set too. So let's go ahead and get all these figures open and check them out. We got a lot of figures to go through and everything, but let's go ahead and get into it. So starting off with Supreme Leader Kylo. So of course we saw in The Last Jedi that Supreme Leader Snoke ended up dying, and so by this we obviously assumed that Kylo was going to become the Supreme Leader then, and by the label he did. And so this is just another Kylo figure, nothing too special. I've had a Kylo figure in the past and stuff, so this isn't anything too much different except for his helmet up top here. So his helmet, as you can see, has all the red lines going through and stuff, because it shows him like putting his helmet back together in the trailers and stuff, because of course he smashed it after talking to Snoke in the last movie. So he's put it back together, and I like the red lines added to it. Of course he is the Sith, so it just adds to the Sithiness of it with the red lines and stuff going into it, but just his mask. But I think Kylo looks a little dorky. Like when he doesn't have a hood up, I think he looks absolutely dorky, just because of like the slope of the head and stuff. It looks like he has, you know, like a bob haircut. That's just what it reminds me of, but I think he just looks a little bit too awkward and stuff without like a hood on and everything. But with this figure, so he comes with an all black cloak, which is a really nice, you know, they added texture into it to get it that like leather look and everything, and it has some lines going through it and stuff, as you can see. So nice looking cloak there over the top, which just sits on his shoulder, so you can easily just pop it right off and everything. So I'll set that aside. And just like this, I think looks stupid and stuff. I hate when Kylo looks like this, but yeah, you can see he's just in an all black outfit. It looks very much like a knight's outfit and stuff, similar to what we've seen before. Nothing too special, just just all black. So he's got the black like tunic here in the center, some sleeves going down, they're all like ruffled and everything, gloves, a belt on in the center, of course his high-waisted pants that was kind of made fun of a lot, and then the black pants and the high leather boots, they're all black. Of course, continuing on with that, we'll look at the movements on him, but we won't do it on any of the others. So the head obviously twists around and can nod. Then we got the shoulders can go up about that high, just about 90 degrees and stuff, and rotate all the way around. So good, pretty good movements there. It's nice, easy flowing, not stiff or anything. Then he has a single elbow joint, and then it also has the twist in the side there, and then the wrist that can twist around and flex just a little bit, but the sleeve and stuff kind of gets in the way. And then we've got an ab crunch and twist, or I guess it's a waist crunch and twist. So he, has a little bit crunch. He goes more back than he does forward, just because of the belt doesn't let him go forward too much, but it also twists as well. The leg comes out under 90 degrees. Maybe if you push on a little more, get it higher out to the side, back just a little bit. It does have a thigh twist hidden under the shirt here. Then we've got the double knee joint, and then the foot that can flex back and forth and twist side to side, all as usual. So all those figures are pretty much going to have all the exact same movements. Again, we won't look at that on each one of them and everything. So no cake figure there. And then of course we got back his cloak that we can put on, and we start the accessory. So we can go ahead and take the hood off of the cloak there, and then it comes with an additional hood that's up, so you just have to snap it on kind of like that, so it just sits on there, and then you can take it and slide it over the top of him. And there we've got Kylo with his cloak and hood up and everything, and I think that does look a little bit better. Still a little bit too poofing, too much room at the top there, but I think it does look a lot better with that mask and stuff when it's got the hood on it, so it looks a lot better like that. So there we got Kylo in the hood, and then of course we got to have his lightsaber. So we got his lightsaber there with the red coming out of it and everything. Of course his fractured red lightsaber there, so there's the handle of course, and then we have the two blades coming out of the side, the two mini ones, and then the main coming out of the center and stuff. We'll put in his hand second, and then he also comes with the one without the blades coming out of it and everything, just the hilt there that you can attach on his belt. I tried to get it on there, but it just has a thing on his belt that you take and just pop this in, but it was too tight and wouldn't hold on to it, so unfortunately we can't do that. But there we got Kylo fully complete now with his cloak on and his lightsaber there, all ready to do battle against Rey. So pretty cool there. Again, decent. I like the hood and the mask with the red lines and stuff. Pretty much the only thing different about this figure than a new style of cloak and stuff, but other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same, so nothing too special about it, but I still think it looks pretty decent. I think the hood's a little bit off, and then again without it, the cloak on it looks a little weird and stuff in my opinion. But yeah, that's gonna be it for Kylo. Then we've got Rey, which again looks very nice here in her outfit, and of course looks exactly like she does from the trailer where we see her, like jumping and attack the TIE fighter and everything, but looks pretty great here again in an outfit combination. It looks very similar to her Force Awakens outfit, maybe mixed in with a little bit more details, especially like the white cloths and stuff, and just changed up a little bit, but pretty similar to the same. And we'll look up close here. So there's a look at her face again with their new real like face scans and stuff. Looks very much like Daisy Ridley. Definitely a very good looking face, probably the best one so far. And now you see her hair is back up into like the ponytails stuff, very similar again, close to the Force Awakens and everything. Looks very similar to that and everything. And again, her outfit looks all nice, so it has like the tan underneath and stuff with the white cloths over the top, so kind of there put in X position. She has a hood on as well, and then she got the armband there on her bicep, and then the wraps around her wrist there as well on both sides with some leather wrapped there around her wrist. She does have a bag on as well, so just like a little satchel thing wrapped around her shoulder and stuff, and then a belt on with a holster. Again, more of the tan as you can see color there, going into more white pants and everything, so the holster is wrapped around her leg and stuff, so you can't get too much movement out of it, and then goes down, so she has like capri style pants, whatever, short leg pants. And then we got her little booties down at the bottom that look like Uggs or something that she wore, and again more cloths hanging down in the back and everything. We already saw the movement, so just a female though. It is skinnier, so she has real skinnier arms and stuff, but everything else is going to be the same for that. So for accessories, first off we got her staff, which she had in the first movie and stuff, and it does come apart, so pretty cool there. And we of course have the staff that we can take and then wrap around her as well, so she can have that on her back along with the bag. We've got her gun that Han Solo gave her in the Force Awakens as well, that can go into the holster of course here on her side, so kind of like that, so the just goes in the holster there. And finally she comes with the lightsaber there, so again Luke's lightsaber looks like it has been repaired and everything, looking there. That will go ahead and stick into her hand, similar to that. And then of course she also does come with the new robot of Dio here, so a nice little figure here of Dio. So there's a look at like his cone head, and I assume that's supposed to be like his eyes and mouth stuff. He has these antennas coming off the back of his head that do like move around and stuff. They're kind of annoying because they just get knocked around and everything. I just kind of want them stationary. And then of course he is on one wheel, so the wheel does rotate around, kind of get stuck in a few spots and everything, but you just rotate around. It's got some dirt on, of course, from like the sand planet they're on and stuff. So they're on his head, on the wheel, and on the bottom of the wheel and everything there. So it's a nice little toy that can roll around and stuff. And then I almost missed it, but I was, you know, trying to get it to stand up just the way it is, and of course would not. But then I saw in the box this little tiny piece of plastic. I thought something was almost broke off, but it's just a nice little tiny piece with a little slope on it there, and you just take it, and then Dio will sit into it and stuff. Of course you have to get in position so he doesn't fall either way, but there like that, he just sits into it. So that's pretty neat that they added that to help pull it. But again, I almost missed it in the box because it was just so tiny and everything. But that's going to be it for Rey. Then we've got the Sith Trooper, which again, we've already done this. You can find the video for that on the channel and stuff. We got the San Diego Comic-Con version, so you can check that out. It's going to be exactly the same, so nothing too special about it. Just the Sith Trooper, so it looks like a First Order Trooper, just obviously all red, and then it has a little bit more details going into it and stuff. So you can see like all the ridges there, like on its chest and stuff going, and that kind of spreads all throughout the armor and everything. So it looks pretty neat. But again, it's just a First Order. It's just all red, and then it does have this additional thing here on the shoulder. Again, I don't know if it's a light or something else, but it does have it there. But it looks really nice though. This figure looks better than the Comic-Con one we got because it was like all dirty and had marks and stuff. But this one looks nice and clean and everything, so it looks pretty good for that and everything. And then of course it does come with 2 guns, which we also got with that version, but it was the set that came with like the whole armory and stuff. So we got some more figures to give weapons to and stuff. But we got the basic gun here that they got. It's just a, you know, kind of like a machine gun of some sort and stuff, just their basic blaster. And then we also have this gun, which again, don't know what they do, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. It comes with all these guns, with these 2 guns stuff. And again, we have another one, and then we have that graphite version you saw too. So we at least have 3 Sith Troopers now to spread weapons out to and stuff. Just have an old Sith Trooper army and everything. But it looks pretty cool. Again, same movement stuff, so we won't go over that and everything. And then, of course, we've not seen the movie, so don't know what these people do for sure and everything, or what they're going to be like. So we don't have any real details to go off of and everything. So it's just going to be kind of basic. But that's going to be it for the Sith Trooper. Next up, we have Calcastus, which is again going to be our main character in Jedi Fallen Order game, which has not come out yet. It comes out next month, and I haven't played it, so again, I don't know anything about this character except for his name and that he's a Jedi. But if we look at his face, I think it looks really nice. I think it looks, you know, very humanish and stuff, and looks somewhat like, you know, the person I see on the box and stuff. So it looks pretty good. Like they did a good face skin there, like the hair and everything. By his outfit, it reminds me of like a mechanic, so I don't know if he is one, but that's just what it reminds me of. And so he has like, you know, the chest piece here up at the top has, you know, some holsters stuff around it, but like some leather work and stuff just kind of hold on. Again, looks like just a mechanic style outfit, a blue shirt underneath. He's got a sleeve that goes all the way down on this one into a glove that's got some contraption on his arm, then a bear arm there with a wristband. Then we go down to his belt, which again just to me reminds me more of mechanic because it looks like, you know, a mechanic's tool, just some sort of like wrench or something there. Looks like a canister and some pockets and everything. Some more little tools hanging off the side, look like pliers almost. So yeah, just like I said, just reminds me very much of a mechanic. And then he's got some pants on, and then down we got the boots at the bottom, so brown strap there at the top, and then like a grayish color boots there at the bottom. But again, I think this looks very cool. I mean, the problem is with Star Wars characters, to me, they just look too humanish, and this just looks like a plain human, just in a little bit funny clothes. So that's why I like more of the aliens and everything. But for accessories, he does come with the lightsaber since he is a Jedi. And this lightsaber almost reminds me of like if he made it himself. Like I said, the whole mechanic stuff would fit into it. But it just is a weird looking lightsaber. So obviously it's got the 2 like prong things coming out here, which we'll see some similar to that here in just a second. But with of course the blade coming out of it. But at the bottom, it almost looks like it was a lightsaber or something that was then cut in half, because just the way it's all tore up and everything here at the bottom, it just looks like, you know, maybe it was a double bladed lightsaber that they cut in half or something. Not 100% sure, but that just, the bottom just looks like something that's been cut up or tore up or something. But it looks cool though, and so we'll add that. And the handle for the lightsaber is just like one of the fattest lightsaber handles I've ever seen, so it's kind of hard to get it into his hand there. And the last thing he comes with is his little robot BD1, which looks like a miniature ATST to me or something. But there you can see he's a little tiny robot. It's got some antennas coming off the back here. His face, it looks like, you know, like an eye and stuff there. And then just a nice little robot body with 2 little legs that do have movement, so you can obviously like extend his legs so he can like get up taller and stuff. It does have some head movements, everything there. It's got like a little ball joint, so his head can, you know, twist side to side and twist around. And then the legs, like I said, obviously have a little bit of a ball joint, so they do like move in and out just a little bit, but they mostly just bend up, and you can extend his legs in and out and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool that it has some additional little movements there for him. I like to get him all squatted down and stuff because he fits along really well with that. So that's pretty cool there for Calcastus. Next up, we have the second sister Inquisitor, which this looks pretty cool. So these were brought up after Revenge of the Sith, and so they were sent out to, you know, hunt remaining Jedi and everything. So that's why I assume she's going to be in Jedi Fallen Order, the hunt for Calcastus and everything. And then we saw her in like the Rebel show and everything, these sort of characters stuff. It looks pretty cool. I like the look of it a lot. So it's got a nice helmet on there, very inspired, you know, by Darth Vader and everything. I like that. Comes to a nice point, the red like visor there where you see through, and then it's got a nice cape and stuff. And then it's got the Imperial logo there on the shoulders, just attaches there right up there and like kind of holds on. But it's a nice, like, it's a stiff plastic, so it doesn't move too much, but you can see the like texture they put into it. Looks really nice. It's all nice, shiny and black. And then it's a red underneath, kind of like a duller red, but again, that texture just looks really nice, and it just again attaches up there on the shoulder. She has like an Imperial officer style outfit, so an all gray outfit, just the way it's designed and everything. But it does have, you know, like a little like skirting there down at the bottom again with the red on the inside of it there. It looks pretty nice. Again, more gray leggings and black boots. And then she also has some red stripes down her arm, as you can see the arm there, going into the gloves that have some red on the inside. I mean, not great paint job going on there, but they tried, I guess, the best they could. So you can take her cloak off there, just kind of, again, they pop into the shoulders, and she does come with some shoulder pads. So if you don't want to have the cloak on, you can just take these shoulder pads and pop them into the same holes. So it looks kind of like that there. So it just got those shoulder pads there. And then she also comes with their really cool looking lightsaber. So this lightsaber, it's, you know, it's like a double bladed. It has the handle in the middle with the ring all the way around, but it is red because obviously it works for an Empire, so they're Sith and stuff. So she's got this really cool big old lightsaber that will stay in the hand. So kind of like that. Looks very cool. I like the look of those lightsabers a lot. It just makes everything look super cool. But that's gonna be it for the second sister Inquisitor. Next, we've got an Offworld Jawa, which again is a Jawa. We've had multiple of them before, so nothing too special going on here, but it looks pretty cool. And so it's Offworld, so it means that it left Tatooine and has inhabited another planet, but still continues on with their same thing of, you know, gathering garbage and trash and stuff and reselling it and everything. But it looks just like a basic Jawa. So you can see the face inside there with like the banded giraffe face with just the red eyes showing. They did a mixture of cloth and plastic on this figure, so you can see it's got the plastic hood up top here, so it's just a plastic with the texture on it, and then it's covered in the cloth here all over. But you can see it does have an outfit on underneath there, so you can see like the legs all wrapped up in the same cloth material and stuff, some dirt and stuff on it, some black leggings on there, and then you can even see up the sleeve it's got the same sort of plastic material to look like the cloth as the head and stuff, just a different color going on there with the little hands coming out there. And then of course has some like bandoliers on with all sorts of pockets and everything. And then he does come with attached to his belt and a contraption stuff, the like stunner and stuff. Of course they use this on R2 in A New Hope and stuff, so again they like stun him and everything to capture him and everything. And then he also comes with what looks to be like the mini blunderbuss and stuff. Again, don't know what this gun does, I've never seen it in use, but he just comes with that additional little gun as well. That goes in his hand just about like that. So again, don't know exactly what the gun is or does and everything, but it looks pretty cool on it and stuff, and it's just a nice little tiny figure here of a Jawa and stuff. So it looks pretty cool for this Offworld Jawa. Then we've got just the First Order Stormtroopers, so just in the basic First Order outfit, very similar of course to the original Stormtroopers, just the all black and white outfit, just with the different helmets there up at the top, so the newer versions and everything. So you can just see the back, so we're not going to look at this in detail, it's just the same. So nothing too special about it, you know, pockets on the belt and all the way around there and everything. But what this one does come with, kind of, you can turn him into Traitor, as we saw from The Force Awakens. So it comes with different stuff. So first off, he does come with a little tiny pistol gun here, so you can just take that, and that just slides onto his leg, so you can just, you know, store it there for that on the side of his leg. Then he does come with the riot shield here, so you can just take the riot shield. I've not put this on yet, but you can slide it onto his hand. So you put it on his arm like that. Again, I don't know if I put it in the right direction, but that's the only direction I could actually get it into his hand in, so we've got that there. And then he also comes with this gun that's like the baton and stuff, and then it's pretty cool, so you can take the sides here and just you flip them around to the front, and then it gives you that additional little detail there at the front, with that's usually like the electricity comes out and everything. And again, that's what reminds me of the Calcastus lightsaber there, is that there. So that's pretty cool. He comes with that, and we just always take this and slide it into his hand, and so he becomes the riot trooper, and kind of like Traitor that of course takes on Finn in The Force Awakens and everything. So it looks pretty cool there with the shield and the additional little like electric prod thing. So that looks pretty cool there for the First Order Stormtrooper. Then next up we have the First Order Elite Snowtrooper. Snowtrooper, and again, this was the figure you had to get from the like Target Black Series mystery box type thing. It came with this figure guaranteed in it, and again, we were able to find one, so got this as well. And I don't know if we have like a normal Stormtrooper like my brother does, not sure to like compare it to, so we can't really do that, but it looks pretty cool. They've updated with this new like cloth cape and stuff, which looks pretty nice and everything. So up top we've got the Snowtrooper helmet. Again, looks just like a First Order Trooper helmet that's been modified a little bit. So again, it has like the helmet, like literal helmet design here, so the line across the top coming down around the back and stuff, and then it's got the mouth breathing stuff and the eyes there on the front, and then it's got all the, of course, all white armor here. So it's got the armor piece of front, the white material on underneath, some armor there on the shoulder pads, of course the hands, gauntlets and stuff like that. Then it's got the cod piece and then the belt around it, which has this nice like cape coming down off of it. This is like a soft plastic material, so it does move around and everything, but it's nice plastic material on there. Then of course the legs with the armor there with the white boots out at the bottom, so just all sorts of white. Of course it's going in the snow, so it kind of helps hide its identity and stuff. But then it does have again the cloth cape on it here, so black on the inside, white on the outside. Has a hood up top that obviously you can take down, but it doesn't really stay because there's not much movement to the material. And then if we look on the back, it does also have a backpack on, but then it also has a piece of the white material wrapped around it, so the same white material just wrapped around it, and you can pop it off and you can see it just wrapped around it there, so it can easily fall right off. And then there's a hole in the back that helps with keep the cloak on and stuff, so you just take it and pop it right back in, and again helps keep it on there and everything like that. So it looks cool. I like the cloth cape and stuff. I just think the cape isn't that well done, and then he does also have a bunch of like scratches and marks there on his face, but unfortunately we couldn't really choose much between figure stuff. We just had to get what we could. And then he also comes with just the normal gun there, the normal basic Stormtrooper gun there to go along with it. So that's gonna be it for the Snowtrooper. And finally we have the new Emperor figure that they released. So this thing looks pretty cool. I like the look and design of it overall. There's some little issues, but nothing too major going on with it. So let's take a look. So of course it's the Emperor, so he's covered in the completely black cloak, and you can see just his hands and face as part of his skin and stuff. But for the face, or the cloak overall, we'll start with, looks pretty nice and stuff. I like the way they did the hood and stuff. It just fits perfectly around the head, so unlike the Kylo where it was big and baggy, just the way they like sewed it and everything, it fits perfectly around his head, so it looks really nice there. I like that. It's kind of just held closed by this little clasp up here at his neck. It's just a little piece of plastic, and it has a little tiny like hook design and stuff that slides into a hole on the other side, and it's cloth material, so it's real hard to get it in there and everything in the first place. And then that's the only thing that holds it, so I wish there was something that would like a belt or something needs to like hold it closed there in the center. But like again, the arm designs that come down to like with the points on the sleeves, so the hands come out and still has the sleeves hanging down and everything, looks pretty nice there. And then underneath, of course, he has just an all black outfit on, so black tunic up top, and then a like skirting of black with a belt on there and everything, and then black boots and everything down underneath, and black leggings and everything. So just everything is all black, covered in black with him. And then we got his hands there, so he has like a grip hand and kind of like a pointing hand, and that one. And then we've got his face, so there we've just got like a normal staring face, just a normal face and everything. And again, by the way it looks and design, looks very much like the Ian McDiarmid, so based off the young Palpatine version, they just made him look old and wrinkly and stuff. I think the faces look actually really good, and we'll see more because obviously it came with more faces and everything, but I think they did a really good job. I like the look of it and stuff. And then like when you put the hood on, it looks so much like the Emperor. It's just crazy how they transferred that into a figure and everything. So all his accessories he comes, so first off he came with a cane, so you just obviously take the cane, slide it right into his grip hand like that, and then he's got the cane. Of course doesn't reach the ground unfortunately, but he does have the cane there. It looks nice. It's a nice weird weird wood material cane, but it's a nice looking cane and everything. Unfortunately, like I said, doesn't reach the ground though, but it still looks really cool. Then we've got his head, so here's a head that's kind of like a smile snarling, again looking off to the side a little bit there, but again nice looking head design and everything. I'm sure it looks really good. And then a super like angry face there to go like argh. And so he's got his teeth gritted there and everything. Again, looks like very good. And then he comes with two hands shooting the electricity, so he's got the evil Sith electricity. I do want to put these on his hands, so there we go, got the electricity going, and I think that looks pretty cool right there. Again, the cloak is just a little bit too much. It's just too much material going on, but I think it looks pretty good though. Again, with the way they frame the face and stuff, the hands and everything, it with the electricity just looks super cool. Of course the blue pops off of the black there and stuff, so that looks super cool for that. And then of course the final thing, we got the biggest thing with this, we get the throne that goes with the Emperor, so it's pretty cool that they got the throne. So again, it's just a nice seat. It's got the nice purple cushion there underneath it, then the, like, you know, weird shaped chair here, all sorts of little buttons and everything going off on the side there and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Included all of those details, and then it has a, you know, base here that does allow the chair to spin, so obviously he can spin around and everything, and even got some stuff here up at the top and everything. So it's just a nice looking all black chair. Nothing too special about it though, but then if we take him and put him in a sitting position, we can then sit him into the chair. He doesn't like fit perfectly into the chair. He seems a little bit too tall, but still, if we like just take him and put him into it there, he can shoot electricity while he's sitting there. Everything looks pretty good. So that's gonna be our final Black Series figure there, and that's it for our Force Friday Black Series haul of all the new Star Wars figures. And then of course, like, this one doesn't really include in that, but we received it just a dub, so we got it as well. And this is probably definitely my favorite figure out of the entire set, just because I like the look of the Emperor overall, and then he comes with the throne and stuff. It's just like a perfect figure and everything for this. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, let me know in the comments down below which figure was your favorite. What did you get on Force Friday? Just let me know what you were able to pick up and stuff down in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to our channel to see more videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.